Welcome to another edition of Couplestalk. I am Lou. This is
Cindy.
Thank you so much for watching us on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Please hit that like button. The more likes we have, the more puts it into a different algorithm. People on audio, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, thank you so much for downloads. Thank you for joining us on this ride. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do another, conversation about, like, you have questions for me.
I do.
About how we first met, because if you go on, I think our first episode, we brought that how we first met. And, and also we're going to do something else besides that. We're going to get into the 7 steps to improve your relationship with communication skills.
Ooh.
That's going to be something big right there. So then you want to start off yours or mine? So like you can start off because I know you want my reasons or my how I took it when we first met, and go right ahead.
Yes, because the first one you put me in a hot seat.
Yep, I
did.
did.
And you asked me all the questions.
Yep.
Now, y'all, it's my turn.
Let's go. Oh, we just chilling now. We sit on the couch. We just relax on this one. There you go.
This is just a chillax episode. Okay. So I want you to describe our first meeting.
The first time we met in person?
Mm-hmm. Well, it could have been a conversation too.
Oh, okay.
Either one you choose.
As you know, I got my podcast. Let's talk about it with Lou J. And I try and get on good guests. So we follow each other on TikTok and on
Instagram. You messaged me on Instagram.
On Instagram. And we've been following each other for I think over a year. I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, over a year. I put some exercises out and challenges. She never responded back to it, but that's okay. I
responded.
Yeah. Okay.
I did. I responded. I liked it. I tried to get to him, but my life's crazy.
Okay. So I want to know more about her, especially about kettlebells. I know nothing about kettlebells. She's a kettlebell trainer. I found out that, she only had one kidney. And then I found out that she was a school teacher, which I did not know that. But anyway, I messaged her. I asked her to come on the show on a podcast. So she wanted to talk first on the phone. So we had a good conversation. We talked like an hour, right?
Yeah, it was a while.
Like initial talk, about what's going on, stuff like that. Then came on the podcast. Very, very successful. Go on there. The link will be at the bottom of the descriptions. Cindy Fit for Life. And then she invited me down here, in South Carolina to work out with her. But she invited me down to work out here.
I did, and I never invite guys to work out with me. So I did. I invited him.
So I came down. We worked out. Put it at the end of the podcast video. She practically killed me and shit, which I still would not work out with her again. So I still don't.
We do certain things together.
No, I don't do what you do.
We do certain things together.
Yeah, she's tough. I'm not working out with her. So I think it was my idea, to go get something to eat, right?
Yeah, you said, hey, it's our birthdays. Why don't we go celebrate? Since I'm coming down, we're doing some clips for the podcast.
Yeah, and we went out to go get something to eat. And it was just strictly friendship. Nobody thought anything about it. We got in the car, went down there. We went to another town. Had a great conversation at dinner. I think, what was it? We went to a
little Mexican place.
Hole-in-one Mexican place. It was very good. Good conversation. And we had a great night. And it was fantastic. It was just a good fashion night. I mean, we went to the movies, had a great night. Yep. And that's how it was when we first met.
So I'm curious, what was your first impression of me when we met?
She looked like Taylor Swift in person. I mean, she's like Taylor's older sister. I mean, something like that. And when I saw her in person, I was like, wow, okay. I mean, she looked like her. I don't care what she says. She's taller than me, but whatever.
We're the same. We are the same, for real. I think so.
So, like, we had a good time. I mean, I thought that you use more beautiful in person. I was like, oh wow. I mean, yeah. I mean, the videos match it because some people on video they look the same in person.
Yeah.
A little bit different. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be nice. But yeah, I was loving the whole vibe. I think I was really put back when you put regular clothes on because people only see you like in your gym clothes. And right, and like I saw regular clothes, I had to do like the damn double look and shit. Like I was like, what the hell? This came down. What was it? He had on like black.
A little black athletic dress.
Yeah,
Strappy black athletic dress.
I had to do that little double look on that one. That was crazy. But yeah, that I was impressed first time I saw you.
So, what initially attracted you to me?
Mm. Well, besides the look, you had to. I mean, what? We got along. It was.
I felt like we just clicked. Like,
Yeah, we just got along. And you know what? The big thing about it is, especially when you meet somebody, if you can be yourself when you first meet that person and they can be themselves, like that's a bigger attraction right there. The conversation, now we had good conversation. Well, I don't know, beginning it was kind of like peeling onions with you in the beginning. So
yeah, I've been through some things and learned not to overshare because of things we know. Men and women have been through some
man,
things.
listen, man, she act like I was trying to get a social security number or something, but I wasn't trying to do that. But no, I liked everything about you. I was very attracted to you. You was different than other women I've met in my life, and I want to get to know you more.
Oh, I told you. I said when we talked afterwards, I said I had the best time,
You did say that.
and that I've ever had, and I was like, we weren't going, hey, this is a date, this is this. We were two people had talked to become
Yeah,
friends,
friends.
going to hang out for the first time, and then
Absolutely. It was like,
I think then we were just completely 100% ourselves the whole time.
yeah, it
We
wasn't like,
felt no pressure.
yeah, it was no pressure.
No
We
pressure.
wasn't like, yeah, we gonna go out, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. It was just, we never saw it coming. We just went out and just had fun, and it was a fun night. It was a real, real fun night. It was a long night. It was a very, very long night. But, it was very, we felt like, especially for the first time, if you go out with somebody and you go out with them and you feel comfortable,
Yeah.
it's kind of like you've always known them, you've always going out, and you've always like had everything going on. That's how it was when we first met.
It was. I agree. It was that way with me too. I was just like, I was floored. I got home and I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And I actually like talked to one of my best friends. It was like I had the best time, but that time you told me you were thinking about moving, I was
Yep.
like, I've had the best time, but I know he's moving.
I was leaving. I was out.
I know he's moving.
I was out. I was leaving. I was planning on going down to Florida. I had everything set. Everything was set, ready to go, and then this happened.
Because he told me that, and I was like, oh, I just had the best time. I really felt great with him, and then we kept talking.
Yep. Yep.
So, what made you decide to change all the plans? Like, you had a transfer in place, you had all of your plans in place to be in Florida.
Gut feeling. Just go for it. A lot of people, they don't really follow their gut. They follow their head and their heart, stuff like that. And that's good too. It's a gut feeling. I was like, you know what? This can actually be the person that I really want to be with. Now, I'm not going to lie. I took a big risk. I really did.
You did.
I took a big, big ass risk because I was done. I was done with I was just going to do me. You know how it is. Her and I talked about it. You had bad experiences and all the stuff I was going through. And when you just get done, you get done. But I was like, you know what? And I was actually thinking about on the way home. I was driving home, and And a lot of people don't know this, right? When we decided our second date, I was going to cancel.
And he told me, he said, when I showed up, you said, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought about canceling.
Yep. Yeah, because I thought it was a waste of my time. I really thought it was a waste of my time. I was not going to go for it. I wasn't. But it's actually just teaching me, and maybe somebody else can realize this. Like, you know what? Just take a risk. Don't be all caught up on your past. Because just take that risk. If you feel it in your gut to take that risk, I say go for it. That's just me personally. Some people say, "Nah, I'm not doing that." But she right. When I said I was out, I was out.
Yeah.
I was like probably. And I don't know if I told you this. I think I was like I was thinking about calling you en route when you on your way up. I was thinking about calling you en route too. I was like, it was all up to the last hour, but I said, no, I'm gonna go through with this.
And then we went and we had an amazing time, and
Yep.
we had a long, long conversation that night.
Yeah, we
A
talked.
very long conversation that night.
We talked about everything. You got cats around too.
Yeah. She's got to make her debut.
There you go. The cat got
This
me.
is a cat that loves him.
Mm,
This
mm,
is the one that loves him.
mm.
Yeah, taking that risk, that was a big deal for both of us. I think we were both in a place where we weren't looking for anything, and then we found each other.
Well, you took a risk a lot too. Yeah, you did too. But I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to compete who took the bigger risk.
No, we both took risks.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say one's bigger than the other because we both have feelings and reasons why.
yeah. And I think a lot of people don't want to take that risk anymore. I've noticed this, and I don't know if this is off topic or whatever. A lot of people that I've seen, maybe somebody will recognize this. They'll take a risk and go back to their past because they're comfortable instead of taking a risk with somebody new. Because they don't feel like going through the same old bullshit all over again.
Well, they hit an uncomfortable spot and they're like, oh, let me go back to what I know because this is making me uncomfortable with a conversation or questions or a situation.
Yeah, it could be somebody, but see, I don't know if it really works when you go back to your past. Some people say it does.
It doesn't work.
I don't, because it's the same old crap you went through before. I think people.
You left it before, but then you going back. I think some people hope to see that person they met in the beginning.
Yeah.
And they're hopeful of that. So then they'll go back and give it another chance. But I could see that second chance, maybe seeing there's some change. But after that, just cut it. Just cut it.
I think what I've heard, I know 3 people that went through this. I actually went through it myself like years ago. You get into conversations and then you talk about the past. You talk about the good stuff. You really talk about the bad stuff. And you get caught up on the old memories. And like, oh, we can rekindle that. And the way I understand, it's never the second time. It's never good the second time around.
No.
So move on.
No, it's got to be a super small percentage as worked out.
Yeah.
After leaving and going back, especially if there's some things going on.
Well, got to. What you got?
How would you define a healthy relationship? Because I remember we first met, you're like, I value our relationship. We have a healthy relationship. I value our relationship.
Yeah. Oh, great. Oh, yeah. That's what we're going to talk about next. Communication.
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn myself, and so did you. You had to learn about it too. Communication is key. Healthy communication is key. Having those tough conversations. Oh my God. That's just ridiculous. Having those tough conversations. But having, right, because like, I think I said on another podcast, like, you and I went through something like that. We had to talk about it.
And nobody got upset.
No, nobody got upset. We was calm, cool, to where I'm not gonna really get too much into it, but I had to like not make her understand or try to understand, explain to her like where I was coming from. Like, I was searching, I needed her at that time. I don't think I explained it enough to where we was on the same page. Because like communication, support, everything goes hand in hand. But communication is so much key. I think a lot of relationships fail, which, I'm a stat guy,
Yeah, you do.
and,
You
and
love your stats.
everybody says it's cheating or whatever. 74% of relationships ending is communication. It's
Yeah.
communication. And then the second one, everybody think it's cheating. It's not. It's financial. Then it's cheating. So everybody thinks, it's cheating first. He did this or she did that. No, it's communications first. That's the biggest failure. The second failure is financial. Then the next one is cheating.
Okay.
So yeah, that's basically it. Communication is key, and you and I had to have a lot of communication. We had a lot of talks.
We did.
I think our biggest one where we went on a cruise,
Oh, yeah.
right? And we had no phones.
No internet, no nothing. We decided to be completely phone free. We gave our kids and family the emergency number if they needed us.
Yep.
But we were phone free other than taking pictures and videos of ourselves.
Absolutely. And
it was amazing.
It was amazing. It was crazy. And you know what? Because matter of fact, that leads me to what the steps, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that, and by the way, to clear up other stuff here, she did ask me out first, ask me down first.
I did.
She said she loved me first. So I'm let you know she made all the first move. And she made the first move as well. So, I mean, so I was letting y'all know. I mean, that's true. She did it.
Sit here to admit it.
Yeah. I did kiss her first. I'm gonna give that one.
Yeah, when he kissed me, I about fell. I melted. Just melted.
Ladies and gentlemen, today, another part we're going to talk about is the 7 steps to improve your relationships with communication skills. There's just 7 steps out there. So maybe this can help you. Maybe it can help us. Help you guys as well. Maybe it help the cats when they want to argue with each other. They can communicate better.
Yeah, they get upset with each other.
Yeah, they get upset, just start running around. All right, number 1, ladies and gentlemen, is mastering active listening. Ask yourself, do I listen to you truly? Do I listen truly to understand my partner or think about my reply while they're talking? Basically, don't worry about it. I'm sorry. I kind of like, it's the way I wrote it. I should have my old man glasses on. A lot of people, they'll kind of halfway listen.
Mm-hmm.
And they might hear a certain phrase and they got their reply ready to go. And the rest of what they're saying is like the old Charlie Brown thing. It's kind of funny, right? Because a friend of mine's wife, uh, Donnie and Tedrick came in town the other day. We actually had this conversation at the table, and it was a very good conversation about that about another couple who goes through that as well. So, what do you think about when you have a conversation? They're saying have a total concentration on what the person's saying without having something to come back on, because you never know. He might say something, or I might say something that will anger you. How tough is that not to have a quick reply in your head and you're not listening to the whole thing, or matter of fact, interrupting them as they're talking because you don't like something that they said?
Yeah, you got to step back and be respectful and mindful, and especially just in the type of conversation you're having. Sometimes that person that's talking, you just need you to sit there and listen.
Yeah.
And then once they're done, have a back and forth conversations or ask them questions about what they just talked about.
Yeah, because I want to let everybody know, no relationship is perfect.
No.
When people say, the whole fake book thing,
Fake book.
everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. And well, for your permission, we went through this. We went through this while I was trying to tell her something, and she kind of not interrupted, but like she had a response back right away and did not let me finish the whole thing out. And we went through that. We had to learn how to do that. And especially, I did that to her a couple of times where I had to think about that. Like she'll tell me something and maybe I didn't agree with it. And I got my response, but I could see the frustration on her face. And cause she didn't get it all out. So let the person have their say. Listen to that person. Listen automatically. Just listen. Don't just have your response ready if you don't like something or say, well, you know what? I've been through it too. You know what I mean?
Or be on your phone or have the TV on.
Yes. Yes. Or like halfway listening, like you're like, yeah, okay, I hear you. Yeah.
Oh, that aggravates me.
Yeah. I'll say I could do two things at once. No. Be engaging with that person. Listen to them very, very carefully. I hope I explained it right. No, I'm not the best person,
You do great.
explaining shit. But like, so you got something final to say about that? Because that's a big one, listening.
Listening, active listening. I feel like as being an educator, as many years as I have, I feel like active listening is rare.
To 100%. Just listen to the whole thing. And especially if you're not agreeing on something. And I get it's hard. You might hear that one word and or that one phrase and you're just ready to attack. And because you got it loaded. So you only kind of listen to half of everything they're saying coming at you. Try not to do that. And I know it's tough for everybody. It's tough for me. I'm trying to learn to deal with it. She's trying to learn to deal with it. But the more talking about it, the more exercises you do like that is great.
But we sat down and talked about it. Nobody got
upset.
ugly. Nobody said anything out the way. And we're like, hey, let's just sit and talk about this. Let me see where you're coming from with this. Let me feel how you're feeling with this. And you've done the same thing.
Yes, I have. Now, they give some examples how active listening works. Number one, it says make eye contact, show your full attention. What do you think about that one? Make eye, like when they're talking to you.
Yeah.
Do not take their eyes off each other. Just if you're looking at them face to face, not like if we're looking at the camera.
I think that depends on the person, because some people, when they're depending on the feelings they're sharing or what they've been through that they're sharing, that eye contact could be hard for them, but they're getting it out.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, because I do the same. Sometimes I can't do that. I can't do that.
With me, and then you're looking another direction. You're facing me.
Yeah,
you're sharing something.
I do that all the time.
That was very personal to you that you wanted to talk to me about.
Yeah, so it all really depends on who you are. But they say like majority of the time to make full eye contact. But if you can't.
But you look up or I look up.
Yeah.
We're right here with each other face to face.
Try to do your best with it. It says pay attention to their words, tone, and facial expressions.
Yeah.
I do get that. The tone. Because your tone can dictate how the conversation is going to go.
You can dictate how your partner's feeling too.
Yeah. The body expressions. I don't know what you think about that. How you see about the body expressions? Are they like jittery? They jump up and down? I'm not really sure.
Sometimes you could tell by how a person's moving. You get a feel. Like you get a feel like, hey, something's a little off here. Or you get a feeling that there's been times I've been on the phone. I was like, all right, spill the beans. Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, your tone. Yeah, because you might have a different tone.
Mm-hmm. I could tell by your tone.
Yeah.
You could tell by mine too. You're just like,
yeah, something's going on. What's going on?
I don't think your day was fine, like you just said.
Yeah, because a lot of people, especially I don't know, because you're the biggest one. I don't know, the biggest word, not really tone. I guess it's kind of tone. It's how way a person says, "I'm fine."
Yeah,
I'm fine.
It was okay.
That's okay.
It was a fine day. It was all right.
So right? Another one is avoid interrupting or jumping in with solutions.
Yeah. Maybe they don't want a solution. They just want to share right now.
They want to be heard. Mm-hmm. They want to be heard.
They don't want it to turn into something different. They just want to be heard.
They want to be saved.
They want to be criticized.
I've done that in my past. And this is just every person. Now, goes beyond relationships. I don't think I've even done a relationship, but anyway. But like somebody was telling me something, I'd be like, all right, yo, well, you can do this, you can do that, blah blah blah. Sometimes it's hard to do, not to do.
Yeah.
So just be mindful of who you're talking to and what type. Matter of fact, what's the subject about? Because a lot of people don't want to be, saved or whatever. They just want to be heard. I go through that. Sometimes I just want to be heard.
Yeah.
And that goes with, I guess, the second part, the tone and expressions and stuff like that. But that's three the active listening ones.
Yeah.
Step 2, ladies and gentlemen, is speak honestly and kindly. It says being honest does not mean being harsh or rude.
That's right. That's right.
No sarcasm. Have kindness and respect with tone. What do you think about that? No, be honest doesn't mean being harsh.
So you could have feelings about a situation, and it's how you approach it.
That's very true.
It's how you approach it. It's how you go to that person. You don't want to go to somebody like, because guess what? That person's going to be defensive.
Oh, God.
I know I would be. If somebody come barking at me,
I think
guess
you have
what?
done that, though.
I'm going to be defensive.
I think you have done that. I think you have done that, yeah.
I'm going to be defensive.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So if there's something about, hey, and you got to have the right time. So if your partner or your friend's going through a hard moment, that's not the time to bring up something that could be even harder for them.
Yeah. But sometimes, sometimes people don't know. And that's where communication comes in at. That eye roll or whatever, that sarcasm, a lot of people, if you don't stop that, and this is something I want everybody to realize, if you don't stop that from the very beginning or address that when somebody does that to you very beginning, they're going to keep on doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be hard for them to stop it if you keep on doing it. They like after 6-7 times, you say, I don't like that. Stop it from day one. I know this is not the snap, but if you don't like something from day one, address it.
Address it quickly.
Address it, because I've told many people this, especially my son. My son, if you're watching this, if you don't like something, stop and have that conversation day one. Day one at that point. Do not do it later on, because that person will be like, well, whatever. I'm done like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Whatever. Step number 3, solve conflicts. It says take deep breaths before you respond during heated moments.
Definitely.
Take a team approach. Let's figure this out together.
That's what we did with something we had arise. We said, okay, we're going to talk about, work it out together.
You'll work this out together. Focus on problems. Focus on problem solving rather than assigning blame.
Yeah.
So taking a deep breath before you talk. Now, see, they might get heated. Just take a step back. Take a step back.
I used to react with emotion. I learned to not react with emotion, to think about it.
Yeah.
Before I react.
Yep. You know what? Because some people might say, well, it depends on what it is. Well, you know what? I think as we get older, we're starting to learn from our mistakes, because a lot of us did that. We get heated first. We got to jump on that shit automatically. But yeah, do that. Take a deep breath before a heated argument. Take it in. Say what you guys say. But I don't know. Sometimes, man, some people I've heard, they really get bad. But it depends on what the situation is. Let's say they might cheat it. They found out. You're not going to take a deep breath like, well. You're going
to be going to get ready to bust some stuff up.
Yeah, but but it depends on what situation.
The circumstance and the situation. But if you're having a conversation or it's a disagreement, and it's not like major, just breathe, relax.
Yeah, just breathe, relax.
I wouldn't direct it as you did or you, like I feel.
Yeah. And
this made me feel this way.
I love that. I do. I do love that. take a team approach. Let's figure it out together. Like maybe you're going through something mentally, and you like she might be going through something mentally. And I'm like, okay, yo, let's figure this out. Let's get you through this. Physically, I'm here for you. We gonna work through this together. I know you're going through it, but you know what I mean. I'm right here with you. It can be emotionally, or even something as key as this. And some people, I mean, for us, we ain't going through it, but I know some people go through stuff financially,
Yeah.
and this is something that I feel that a lot of people should do. Maybe is when somebody's going through something financially. Let's take a team effort. Nobody's saying like, okay, you go bail them out with the money because some of them you might not have it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's try and figure out together how you can get that person out of that jam.
Yeah. That's
Communicate,
true.
be together, figure it out together. 2 minds are better than one. You know what I mean? To try and get that person out of that financial jam. And unless you got that bread, you can whatever. That's up to you. But I don't think that's going to solve anything.
No, I think that could cause more problems.
Yeah,
If you're not like living together and have your finances together,
yeah,
because when once that happens, you are a team.
yes.
You are a team, and I think that if you're dating and there's a financial situation, to do what you said, I think that would be the smartest.
Yeah, figure it out together. Somebody's down, pick up. If you
Yeah.
both down, figure it out together.
Yeah.
You gotta be on the same page, and that's tough. That's tough. Because like I said, the number 2 downfall in a marriage relationship is financial.
Yeah.
Because one person might be here, and I'm not flipping the bill for you, and like whatever. Help that person figure it out.
Don't make someone feel bad if they're not making what you're making.
Exactly.
I've experienced that, seen that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been through it too.
Yeah.
All right, step 4, ladies and gentlemen, adapt to communication styles. Everybody communicates differently.
Yeah.
Example, I need some quiet time to focus before we talk. Number 2, can you help me figure this out? That, I guess that's where pride comes in. The first one, I need some time to focus before we talk. I think some people need that. Some people say, I don't want that. Some people will want to talk right away. Or some people need to take it in first privately before they talk. Have you ever done it before?
I have, and my brain needs to fully process everything.
Oh, yeah. I agree. She does that.
I do. And then sometimes when we're having a conversation, I'm like, give me a minute, because I'm just taking everything in. I'm very thoughtful.
I had to learn that because at the very beginning with her, when she was quiet, it was pissing me off. I was like, is she even listening? But I had to learn that she's taking it in.
And I'm
Before she
going
responds.
over each piece of it in my brain.
Yeah, it was pissing me off in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, what else she doing? I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm listening. I'm just absorbing it.
Yeah, I was not happy. and one thing she'll tell you, like, I have no problem with addressing it right away if I don't like something. I will address it right away. But I had to learn that it takes sometimes in certain situations it takes her time to, like, she's absorbing it. She's taking it in. And I had to wait for her. I had to get used to that one. Because I've never been through that before. Before, me coming from Philly and Jersey, people just come right back at it. So I was never really used to that. So, something to get used to. But another one, this is about pride. Can you help me figure this out?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever said that before. I think I'm too prideful. To where I need help. Like, have you ever been that way? Like, can you help me figure this out? Like if you're in a jam or whatever with somebody, have you ever said that before? Like going to another person, like especially a mate, not a friend or anybody. Like, have you ever done that? That's hard.
I need help.
Yeah, can
I
you help
think
me
the
figure this
first
out?
time that I completely 100% had to depend on you for everything, even my getting my clothes on and off, was when I got hurt in April. I was completely, I had to be, he took care of me 100%. I mean, I was down. I had a C6 disc, herniated disc called cervical radiculopathy. And I just moved wrong in my sleep and I was on the floor and I couldn't move. I was in so much pain that I was crying. And even my son, he's like, I've never seen my mom cry.
Yep.
Never. He was just like deer in a headlight.
Yep. Ain't know what to do.
He's
He was
like,
stuck.
never seen my mom like this.
She was stuck. She was hurtful. She was, I think that was the first time you ever got vulnerable, right?
I had to be, yeah. I trusted in you 100%. Didn't even cross my mind to not.
Yeah, we was far. We was
Depend
far, man.
upon you.
We was far from home. We had to make sure she got to the hospital, got her medicine, and get back to North Carolina, and get her to her
Appointments in South Carolina.
appointment the next day on a little sleep, and she could barely move. It was tough though, but you know what? We got through it, and she's back now. She's stronger. She's stronger than ever before.
Yep.
So I mean that's something right there. Like, can you help me? Can you help me figure this out? That's one right there.
And I had to go to you, like, babe, can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? Could you get me this, please? And
I know it was tough.
because I'm not one to ask for help.
I know it was tough. It was tough.
It was, but
How'd that make you feel?
I was thankful and grateful for you.
Did you feel like weak?
I think if I were in a different situation, if I were by myself, I would have. But you didn't make me feel like I was weak.
Okay.
With you being there.
Yeah, because a lot of people, if they're like, because there's a lot of strong, independent people out there. Asking for help or being vulnerable to somebody is very tough.
It is.
It's very, very tough. I don't care if you're a man or woman. Vulnerability is like, it's just the toughest thing in the world, being vulnerable. I struggle with that. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a hard thing being vulnerable. That'd be another episode for the future.
Yeah, we'll talk about that some more. That's a deep subject when you've taken care of everything and everybody all your life.
Oh God.
And then you learn how to be vulnerable.
100%.
It's tough. We'll talk about that some more.
Yes. Step 5, no technical habits. Sit across from your partner with no phones. Have every conversation. No, have conversations with no phone on site. Have every conversation with no phone on site. So I give you an example, right? If you go into a restaurant, and I've seen this so many times, you probably seen it too. If you look across the people at the table, they got their phones. One person got a phone. One person got a phone. And
Or they're both sitting there on their phones waiting on the food to go.
Like, back in the day, man, like we was coming up, there was no phones. You had to talk to one another. And like I said, when we was on the cruise, no phone. The only time we had a phone out was to take pictures or video.
And we both agreed to do that, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, we had to have conversation. I know it's tough to do, but a lot of people cannot
disconnect
from their phone. Because, like, guess what? We use this thing all the time. All the time. And, but having a conversation, even with a friend, I mean, do it without your phone. And I bet you your conversation will be so much better. So much better. And you'll learn more about that person. You'll learn more about your partner. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel a lot of people cannot do without the phone. They got to have something in their hand and keep that whatever going. I mean, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I definitely think there needs to be less screen time.
Yeah.
Because I've been guilty of it, and then me and you both have made conscious efforts to make sure when we're spending our quality time together, our phones are somewhere else.
Yes, watch a movie, have a conversation. And I get it. Something might text you up. You might see something.
Son, whatever yours.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, no, mom's only contacting me for money, but so, I mean, I'm just telling the truth. Y'all watching, y'all know what y'all do, but just try, stay away from the phones. Just try, have more of a conversation without the phones. You'll know your partner way more than you think, and you'll excel.
Yeah, because when they're telling you about their day, we'll ask, how'd that make you feel?
Yeah.
Or they're sharing something. Well, how'd that make you feel? And then try and take what I've learned to do is take myself out of myself and put myself in his shoes.
Yeah.
With certain situations.
And it's hard. It's hard to put yourself in the other person's shoes too sometimes because you don't know what they go through. You can try.
Yeah.
But my advice to y'all, just listen.
Just listen.
Just listen.
Wholeheartedly listen with your heart.
Yeah. Try not to, just say, well, I've been through this too. No, just listen. Just listen. Some people might want that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might not want that. I mean, I don't want that. I just want you to just listen to me. You know what I mean?
You don't want a comparison. You just want how you're feeling listened to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Step number 6, body language. How you move, gesture, or position yourself can say more than words. Now, take that in. Like, explain that to me, because I mean, you're educated. I'm not that smart, but you know what I mean? So
it's how you walk in a room. I mean, so if I walk in the door and I've got something on my mind, you'll be able to tell by my facial expression and my body language.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I get that.
Or, we're having a conversation and one of us isn't feeling it. The other is going to be able to tell by the facial expression and the body language. Yeah.
Yeah, well, she explained it better than me. She got that college education. I don't.
Oh, babe.
You know what I'm saying? So, last one, ladies and gentlemen, step number 7. This is going to be a good one. Bonding talk. It's going to be a good one.
Bonding.
Take turns listening while the other one listens without interrupting. We talked about that earlier. Without the other one, take turns listening. Do not interrupt the person. Take turns listening. You and I went through this.
Yep, we did.
We went through this. We got through it. We talked about it. We did not argue because everybody think like, oh man, you guys post all these pictures. You're perfect. What? You don't think we had disagreements? But see, the only thing about us is we haven't had an argument. Like we may disagree, but over this past year, we have never argued. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not saying bullshit. You're a fake bookie. You know what I mean?
But we talked about it.
We talked about it. And I think that's growth right there. For both of us.
It is.
For compared to what we've been through.
Yeah.
Conversation is key. If you don't like something, let it out. But be not say, oh, fuck that, I don't like this, I don't like that. No, just...
And then some people start going and tearing their partner down. Don't do that, because the words that you say will stick.
And guys, man, listen, our egos are like that.
They hurt. Some words can hurt.
Oh, God, yes. It says also, take 5 minutes each day to share one thing you appreciate about your partner.
Oh, I love that.
I don't think you can do it every day. I guess you can do it every day. I don't know, because it can be kind of hard to do it every day.
Every day, yeah, because then it would be repetitive. You want it to be special.
I would say at least once a week.
Yeah.
Like once a week. They say do it every day. I don't know if you can do it every day. Because like you said, it would be repetitive. We could probably get old, right?
Yeah, because, we tell each other what we appreciate about each other.
Yeah, well.
We just express it.
Well, you can say this. You can flip it around. Just say, I love you.
Yeah.
That's it. Love you.
I love you.
That's it. That's something right there.
And you'll tell me, well, I appreciate you doing that for me. And I tell you, I appreciate you doing, what you did for me at that time. We do show and talk about how appreciative we are of what each other does.
Yeah, you gotta be appreciative of this and that. Last one, have intimacy without saying a word and let your bodies do the talking. Let your bodies do the talking. Intimacy. It doesn't mean like y'all going to pound town all the time, even though that's good.
It'll lead to there.
You know what I'm saying? But you can sit, you can hold each other.
Yeah, we did that today.
You can fall asleep on the couch. You can just chill, just be. I mean, not saying a word, just have your bodies take the action. You know, hold hands or whatever.
Touch.
Yeah, just that touch a
Want to
person.
be touched.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Touch a person, you know, let them know you're there. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we're not like a marriage couple or couple therapists. We just give you our opinions. Like you can agree with it, you not agree with it. You know, we hope some people can understand it. You know, these are some like 7 steps to improve your relationships with communications. I think it's very cool. Actually, a couple of these, I mean, a lot of these we do. I think one of them we don't. I like to do that one. What's that one? To take turns, yeah. Yeah, take turns. Yeah, we working on that one. I think we're working on all of these. I think we've done all of these. We've actually done all of them.
And I think also, you know, when you both have had prior relationships, long-term relationships, and you've had life and you've reflected upon that and of what you've had, what you want, what you don't want.
Yeah,
And you're not bringing those past issues into your new relationship, even at, at an older age,
that's key.
that you see things differently, that you want things differently.
Yeah, you know,
You've grown. We've grown from what has happened in the past because we learn from it.
I could agree or disagree with that one. I think a lot of people I've seen, you know, when you go through stuff in life, you know, don't bring your baggage into it. I think sometimes people like your partner can do something, not per se what the other person did. It can trigger something.
Yeah.
You know, like you and I, we went through that. It can trigger something. It can be a movement or what they see or something like that. And, you know, but you got to have that conversation.
Yeah.
You got to have that conversation. I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but like it was something that bothered me. And I had to have that conversation with her.
Yeah.
And, you know, I had to make her understand where I was coming from.
Because at first I didn't understand where he was coming from.
Yeah. So I had to like, and I'm not the best, explainer out there, but but I had to, take a step back though. Shout out to two brothers out there, my man Donnie, my man Mario, giving me advice about that too, like how to approach that. Especially Donnie, I appreciate you. But yeah, it's like we're still learning each other. It could be years, and you're
always learning your partner. We've had a life. Look how many years we've had on this earth.
Yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot. So like, just keep on talking. Keep on. Communication is key. That's all I really got. Like I said, that's something right there for us. I think next time we're gonna have, hopefully, I don't know if we're gonna do the couples one next or another couple. Because I want to do one more before we get to the couple. Because in the future, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have, because as you know, we're an interracial couple.
Yep.
We're gonna have another interracial couple in the future. It's gonna be kind of reverse. She's a black female, he's a white male. So we gonna have a couples talk 1-on-1, and also we will have another couple on that should have been on here a long time ago. I know they're watching, but they better bring their asses on here. Donnie and T, but get your asses on here. So
can't wait to see everybody.
So we gonna have and if you're a couple as well, you want to come on here, we have discussion about couples talks. I mean, all the information is below how to get in contact. You ready to go home? Well, we already home, but you ready to go? No, you ready to go eat? Cause I'm hungry.
Yes. He's ready for dinner.
All right, everybody. We will see you next time on Couples Talk. Have a good day. Have a good night. See you next time. Peace.
Bye, y'all.